And we can begin. So I invite you to take a comfortable seat. And just settle in. And we're going to continue talking about some of the basic concepts of yoga. If you like, you can close your eyes and just start to feel your breath. Because the purpose of yoga is, the ancient purpose of yoga is not physical fitness. The purpose is to know your true self and to quiet all the, what they call chitta vritti, all the voices in your head that are telling you what you should be or what you think is, and to develop your discrimination so that you know your true self, which is always good. And one of the ways we do this in yoga is to focus on the body and the breath, and to really develop the discrimination to sense what's going on in your own body and your own breath, which is quieting and comforting. So you can draw your hands in front of your heart and just line up to your breath. Feel your own breath in this moment, in this day. Feel your sitting bones, your feet. And we'll begin with the sound of Om. Inhale. Om. Open your eyes and we can begin. But I am going to mute. I forgot to mute everybody. Okay. And we'll unmute at the end of class. Okay, so sitting up tall, so your spine can rise and your head can float up above your spine. We're going to exhale to one side, inhale back, exhale. Just paying really close attention, going really slow. So you're not forcing anything. Coordinating with the breath, inhaling back, exhaling to the side. And maybe one side is easier than the other. Maybe as you warm up, your range of motion increases. It's just all about noticing. One more to this side, and exhale to the other side, and back to center. And let's take one arm down, one arm up if it feels good, and then just reach up and reach down at the same time and press through your feet and breathe. And release. And then the other side. So we root down before a stretching open. So root down through your feet and your sitting bones. Reach down with one arm and reach up with the other. And feel your breath up and down your spine. And just get tall with your breath while you root down. And release. Okay. And then you're welcome to stay seated, or we can stand up and warm up. Let's stand in Tadasana, mountain pose. The feet are hip width apart. Knees, hips, bottom of the second toe line up. So root down through the four corners of your feet, mound after the big toe, mound after the little toe, inner heel, outer heel. So your legs are engaged. And then you inhale, exhale, draw the belly in and up. And then you can take your Hands to your shoulders, elbows out, a 90-degree angle if that feels good. And then inhale, open, rooting down and stretching open. Exhaling, the elbows toward each other. Inhaling and exhaling. So the feet are working, the legs are working. You're stretching open with your breath. Inhale, open. Exhale, draw the belly in and up, draw the elbows together. And let's hold it open this time. Really feel your feet rooting down. Draw the belly in and up so your spine can extend, and just open your heart. Maybe a little arch open, arching the back. And release. Okay, let's do some squats. We can do the traditional yoga. Well, there's two different ways to do squats, but the main thing is that your knees line up with like your second toe, and your knees don't go in front of your ankles. So let's try it with a wide as comfortable for you, but you want your knees and your toes going in the same direction. That's the most important part. And it can be a tiny squat or a big squat. And your bottom goes back and the weight's in your heels. So exhale down, inhale up, exhale, and inhale, exhale. And maybe the last one, you can experiment with drawing your arms up or not. And back up. And just feel what that did. Shake it off. And then let's warm up the legs, doing some knee to nose pose. So you may want to face your chair. I'm just going to do it facing you. So we're going to exhale, the knee up, inhale, stretch the toe back, exhale, and inhale, exhale, inhale. Exhale up, inhale back, and you can experiment with raising one arm and breathing, and release and step forward. And then we'll do the other side. Exhale in, inhale back, exhale, inhale, moving with the breath and only going as far as your body can do without pain. Exhale in, inhale out, lift the opposite arm and stretch open. And then let's step back into downward facing dog. So the principles are the same if you're on the mat or on the chair. If you're on your chair, your hands are spread. And if you're on the floor, your hands are spread. On the chair, you stretch back, the heels are on the floor. Take the butt back as far as you can. And the same thing on the floor. You want the weight in your knuckles, but your heels are off the ground, looking for the ground. And I like to bend my knees so I can really extend my spine. And you inhale forward to plank. And exhale back. And inhale. Exhale. And then let's all walk forward and come up for some sun salutations. So at the top of your mat, in Tadasana, the legs engaged, rooting down. We're going to inhale, open, exhale back to your heart. warming up the sun inside and the heart space in the middle of your chest. Exhale back to your heart. Inhale, open. Exhale back. Rooting down so you can stretch open. Inhale, up. Exhale back to your heart. And let's step wide for Warrior Two. You're facing the long side of your mat. Oh, I forgot to take off my socks. It's not absolutely necessary, but if you can, it just helps increase your awareness to feel your feet. Also helps with traction. So it's a safety thing. But depending on your feet, your orthotics, whatever, you pay attention to your body. So we're wide on the mat. Let's take your right toes out. Left foot is a little inside a right angle. And we're going to exhale the front knee down and inhale up. And draw the arms out. Inhale up. Exhale down. This is just warming up the knee. And then we're going to exhale the knee down. Make sure the knee is tracking over your second toe, not drawing in or out. Make sure your knee isn't extending in front of your ankle. Stretch your arms open. Look out over your front fingers. Feel your breath. Feel your feet. And just notice when this pose, if the heat starts to rise to your head, it's time to come out of it. You can stay in it and still breathe and build strength and lengthen the front foot and bring your toes in. Step in for a minute. Take a breath. Step the feet wide again. Turn the left toes out. Right toes come in just a little bit. And we're going to just track the knee. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale. And then draw the arms out. And straighten. And exhale the knee down. And now root through your feet. Stretch your arms open. Look out over your front fingers. Feel your breath. Feel the parts of your body that are working. Really focus on breathing, nice full breath, but not a gasping breath. And be kind to yourself, and when it's time to come out, it's time for you to come out. And release. Bring your feet forward. Let's come back together. Okay. So building on Warrior Two, let's do triangle pose. And then I really recommend a chair or something for your hands for this one. Let's see, so I'm going to mirror you. So we start in Warrior Two. Turn out your right toes, back toes are in at an angle. You might want to come in a little bit for more stability for this pose. So your whole body, just like Warrior Two, is facing the side of your mat. Your hips are square to the side. But the difference is your front leg stays straight, no locking of the knees. And we're gonna, let's just inhale to get tall. Exhale out. Let's take left hand to waist and then extend out, both sides long, extend out. And root through your feet, stretch so you're really long. And then if it feels good, you can draw your right arm up or you can draw your right elbow up. The idea is that you're like a We call it triangle. I think it's more like star. You're shooting energy into all your limbs, rooting down to your feet so you can stretch open. Inhale back up. Parallel the feet. Let's bring them back together. Do the other side. Okay, so feet are wide. Turn the left toes out, right toes a little inside a right angle. Root through your feet, draw your heart up. The exhale, draw your belly in and up so you have a nice long spine that's protected. Right hand goes to right waist, and we start rooting down and stretching over. Really make, and you're open to the front, either looking up or looking down. Extend the right arm up if it feels good, and looking down at your feet or up at your hand. Root through your feet and just stretch open. At the center of this pose is really your belly. So you inhale into your belly, exhale out through, down through your feet, up through your arms, up through your head. Feel your breath. And inhale back up, feet together. And let's just take a breath. Take your hands in front of your heart. If you feel stable, you can close your eyes. Just feel yourself in space. Feel your feet. Feel your breath. Feel what the triangle pose did to your body. Just how you feel in this moment. And release. Okay. Now let's do tree pose. So you might want to have something nearby to balance with, a wall or a chair. Again, we line up in tree pose with the feet parallel, facing forward. Root through your feet. Belly comes in and up. You can find a focal point. I like to really focus on my breath to center, and then you can root through your right foot, draw your left toes to your ankle. You can get all the benefits of the pose with your toes still on the ground. You can try the shin. Don't do the knee. Maybe the thigh. Experiment. It's all about learning yourself in space where you are. Experiment with the arms. Whoa. And exhale down when you're ready. And just shake that off. And we'll do the other side. Each side is new, and each side is very different often. So that's always interesting. So take a big breath, root down, focal point in front of you, head's floating up over the spine. And then take your ankle, your shin, or possibly your thigh. Root down, breathe up and down the midline. Find your balance or not. And when you're ready, you bring the knee forward and down. Let's do Warrior One. Used to be the pose that I found the most difficult. Now it's my favorite pose. So your hips are square facing the front of your mat. You bring your right foot forward, your left foot back and out at an angle, and your heel is like, it's like you're on railroad tracks, parallel railroad tracks, so it's not right behind the other. And then trying to keep your hips square to the front, and breathe up tall. And it's important to really exhale, draw your belly in and up. So you're not sticking your ribs out, you're really supporting your back. You don't want to feel any back pain in this. So we're gonna exhale the knee down, inhale up. And exhale, you might experiment with drawing the arms up. Exhale down, inhale, and exhale. And then on the next one, we're gonna hold it. So we're gonna inhale up, and you might just take your hands behind your head and stretch your elbows open, root to your feet, breathe up tall. If this is hurting your low back, you can go in a straight angle, kind of keep your body straight up from your back leg. And breathe. Inhale the arms up and just feel yourself. Feel your breath. And when you're ready, step forward and take a breath. And then other side. So we step the left foot forward, the right foot back and out at an angle. And we're gonna exhale the front knee, inhale up, exhale. You might take your arms out to the side, that might feel good. Exhale. And now we're gonna hold it. So front knee is bent, you really root through the back leg. Draw your belly in and up. And take your hands behind your head. Draw the elbows forward. Draw them up if it feels good on your shoulders and your neck. And breathe. Really stomp through your back foot. And step forward. And again, this is a great pose to just take a moment. Draw the shoulders up and back. Take your hands in front of your heart. Close your eyes. Feel yourself in space. Feel the results of that pose that challenges you in so many different directions. And release. Okay. So building on Warrior 1, we're going to do Warrior 3. You definitely want something at the end of your mat or a wall, possibly. So we're going to set up again for Warrior 1 with the right foot forward, the left foot back. So we're going to inhale, exhale, inhale, bend the knee, lift the arms, exhale. And then on the next one, just take your hands to your waist, set up for Warrior 1, and then push off from the back leg. You can leave that foot on the floor, raise the back foot, try to keep your hips square, and then experiment with balancing on that leg. Arms back like a jet. Out or forward is the most challenging. Keep your breath and bring your hands down and your feet down and inhale back up. Okay. And then other side, left foot forward, right foot back at an angle. Exhale, bend. Exhale, bend the front knee and inhale the arms up, straighten, arms down. Bend arms up, straighten down, take your hands to your waist, bend the front knee, square your hips to the front, and inhale. You can just straighten that front knee, keep the toe on the floor, or lift the back toes, balance. Experiment with the arms, jet wings, airplane wings, Superman flight, Superwoman flight. Hands down, foot down, inhale back up. Warrior 3. Okay. So, let's do standing cobra first, or a seated cobra. I really like to do this pose seated too. You sit on the front of your chair or you stand, knees parallel, feet rooted down, really pressing through the big toe mound, the mound behind the big toe. Take your hands to your waist, draw your shoulders in and up, pull the elbows back. And again, on the exhale, really draw your belly in and up to support your low back. This is about stretching open from your heart, the heart space. So it's not about sticking the ribs out. It's about inflating the heart with your breath, drawing the elbows back, widening your collarbones, and release. Okay, so if you're gonna stay standing, you can practice that Cobra Pose again. On the mat, we're gonna go down, hands and knees, and then all the way down, bring your knees, your chest, your chin down, looking into the mat. Take your hands back to your chest. We're gonna try a little baby cobra here. So this way you root your feet by spreading your toes and pressing them into the mat. Pull your arms back with very little weight in your hands. Just lift your head and breathe. Some of you are going to get much higher in your cobra than me. Really wide shoulder blades, open heart, and exhale back down. And if you're on the ground, you can just wiggle your feet back and forth. Okay. Now, if you're on the ground, let's get into all fours. And if you're on the standing, let's do knee to nose pose again. So if you're standing, you're holding onto the chair, and you're gonna exhale the knee in, inhale the leg back, exhale and inhale. And if you're on the floor, weight is in the knuckles of your hands, especially the thumb side. And take your right toes back, lift the left arm. If you're on the ground, you can lift that foot up, stretch, feel your breath up and down your spine. Just feel how you're maintaining your balance or not. It's just about noticing. And then bring your knee down. Take a breath. We'll do the other side. It's going to exhale the left knee in. Inhale back. Exhale. Inhale. And the last one, exhale in, inhale, toes to the ground, lift the right arm. Just draw everything to the midline, extend your spine, and then lift the back foot if it feels stable. And breathe. And just imagine on the inhale, Draw energy in on the exhale. Squeeze the belly in and up so you can get a little taller. And down. And then let's you can either practice Cobra in the chair or standing. We're going to come back down, knees, chest, chin, and take your arms back. Draw the shoulders up and back, whether you're standing or on the ground. And then you're going to inhale, open your heart, pull the shoulder blades back, lift your head and fingers, possibly your legs on the floor, and breathe. Feel your heart opening. And release back down. And you can wiggle your hips back and forth. If you're on the floor, you can press back to child's pose. If you're in a chair, you can press back to downward facing dog to just stretch your spine long. And then let's come back up. If you're on the floor, you can turn over onto your back, going onto your side, and onto your back. In the chair, I'm gonna do a modified pigeon. So sit on the edge of your chair, on your back with the knees bent, and let's just exhale, draw the right knee into the chest, inhale down, exhale up, inhale down, exhale up, and inhale down. And then the other leg. So if you're on the floor, you can extend the leg that's not bending or keep it bent, but make sure your back is comfortable, whichever way you do it. Exhale in, inhale open, exhale. And this, like drawing the knee in, kind of helps you exhale completely because it squeezes your belly. Exhale down. Okay. And now your knees bent. We're going to take the, oh, I forgot. Okay, you take your right knee and then you can just stir it around in the hip socket. Possibly take your heel. And keeping your other knee not out or in, but just straight forward. And then it's up to you. You can keep moving and exploring that range of motion, or you can do a static stretch where you take your ankle over your knee, your right ankle over your left knee. Root down, really tall through your spine. Draw the right toes apart and back. And just breathe into that stretch in your hips. No knee pain. Breathing into those great big muscles. And release. And take a breath. Compare leg to leg. And then we're going to take the left knee in, stir it around. Depending on your knees, flexibility, you can take that heel or not. And just draw your toes back and apart to support the muscles around the knee. Just exploring your hip mobility, breathing into it, juicing it up. Continue doing this. Cross the ankle over the knee, root down through the foot of your right foot. Lengthen your spine and breathe into your hip. And close your eyes and just feel this pose. Feel your breath. Feel your hip. Feel your foot that's on the ground, the foot that's in your hand. And release. And just roll your shoulders. And we can prepare for Savasana. So make yourself comfortable in your chair or on the sofa, on the ground. Sure that your chin is not jacked back or too far down, just nice neutral chin, like a little cushion under my head. You can put a blanket or a roll onto your knees. Release the lower back. Roll onto your backs, sit up straight. I love to put my feet up in the chair. And so you want to be completely comfortable. The classic pose is to roll your arms out at about a 45-degree angle with the hands open to the sky. The legs are rolling out, the feet are flopping open. Another way is to put like your right hand on your belly, your left hand over that. That feels more relaxing to you. And then breathe into your body. Notice, make any final adjustments so that you can be completely still. Settle into your breath. We're going to do abbreviated yoga Nidra, which is tuning into the senses, each of your senses, and trying to keep your mind, the mind, just tuning into your senses so that the mind can rest, not be judging everything. So just release your gravity into the earth. Notice your mouth. Just have it gently closed, the teeth gently open, tongue heavy in the mouth. Just notice the inside of your mouth, your tongue, your right cheek, your left cheek. Releasing any tension in your mouth and noticing your sense of taste. And then let go of that and notice your ears. Any sounds, not attaching meaning to the sounds, just how your body picks up on the sounds. Sounds outside the room, inside the room, even inside your body. Just noticing how your body is always picking up on these sounds, whether your mind notices or not. And letting go of that. Bring your attention to your eyes. Release the effort of seeing outside. Let your eyes be heavy in the socket. Developing the ability to see inward. Releasing any tension around your eyes and your brow. And feel your nose, the sense of smell. Gently breathing through your nose if you can. Completely natural, easy breath. You may feel the cool air coming in. And finally, your sense of touch. Your skin. Feel your skin. Feel the warmth and the cool on different parts of your skin. Feel the weight where your body touches. Imagine breathing into your skin. Maybe even softening the edges of your skin. Softening the edges between your body and the energy surrounding your body. And just notice your breath, not changing it. A very gentle breath, maybe like a wave. Imagine gentle waves lapping through your body. Bringing energy and nourishment to your body. Not something you have to think about, but noticing, taking this moment to notice your breath in the subtle ways it reaches your whole body. Just spend a moment focusing on your breath. If your mind wanders, just gently bring it back to your breath. Now, you're welcome to stay in Savasana. If you want to get on with your day, start to deepen your breath. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Stretch. You're on your back. Make your way to your side. Bend your knees. Make your way to your side. Take a breath on your side. No sudden movements. And with your head being the last to come up, use your arms and hands to push yourself up to a seated position. And we'll end the way we began. So taking a comfortable seat, rooting down through your sitting bones, feeling your breath, feeling your spine lift. Draw your hands in front of your heart. And I'll just say one of my favorite mantras of yoga, Om Namah Shivaya. With great respect and love, I honor my heart, my inner teacher. Let's end with a final Om. Inhale. Om. Namaste. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.